A bit like Rodders did there on Keith. Rodders sees a gap and he goes for it. And meanwhile, Vince is past Jamo. He's alongside Jamo. Jamo's going back through on the inside. Vince is on the outside. Sterling, video now got. Oh, made a mistake. Whoa. Back end kicks out like hell. Video looking back to get back under the grass. And Cyrus comes out the pitch. Watch out, Cyrus. Pretty wide. Decides to get up to speed and sees all these go through. Vince has got the draft from Keith as well. But back to the lead and side by side for Rodders in seat down towards the last corner. Here we go.
LPB Mixed Surface Series Round 1 Race 3 from Colorado Springs Reverse. Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Mixed Surface Series on GTSport. This is race 3 from Colorado Springs. We are at the Lake 2 circuit, which is the reverse of the circuit we've just done in the Subaru. So reverse circuit, and as you can see on screen, we are in pickup trucks. So this should make things really interesting. We've got the Toyota Tundra and the Ford Raptor F-150, and we're going to take you through the grid now, which is the reverse of the championship standings. So TY is on pole position because he's at the back of the championship. He had a horrible time in race 1 and 2, so let's see if he can pick himself up in these pickup trucks. It's Will in second place, his teammate, so Rebellion Motorsport front row. And then it's Seek 1 in third, with Intrepid in fourth. We've got Keith in fifth, the first of the weight runners. Remember the reverse championship order, and obviously they have to run the weight in the championship order. So Keith fifth with 40 kilos, Red Bull in sixth with 80 kilos, Rodders seventh with 120 kilos, Neil in eighth with another 160 kilos added, and Bidster at the back because he's leading the championship on 200 kilos at the back. And these things are already heavy enough. The last thing you want to do is add more weight. So here we go then, guys, getting ready for the start of this race. Just going to pop on the little that's it, the display, forgot about that, sorry guys. Here we go, ready for the start, and revs rise and away we go. And it is a good, I think someone got a bad start further back because some people had to avoid, but Seat 1 gets going. Then they're all away down into the first corner. There's dust everywhere. Shane, keep saying Shane. Intrepid takes the lead of the race round the outside of TY. Takes the lead of the race. TY and Will down to second and third. Intrepid with a fantastic start there in the Ford, and then TY and Will in the Toyota go down to second and third. As we go over the bump, Will goes wild over the jump, and everyone else goes through. There's Bidster and Keith. They're running different colours for each different vehicle that's used this season. Everyone else has gone for sort of like a stationary colour for the season, like a team colour, but Bidster and Keith going a bit more colourful. As Keith goes over the jump, Bidster goes back to the inside. Neil Farmack's right behind him as well, looking to make it 3 wide. Don't try that, boys, not in these things. It's only wide enough for 2, and never mind 3. But into the corners we go. See Bidster and Keith there, running like a camouflage colour in the Raptor. Into the corner, Bidster on the inside of Neil Farmack, getting him through. As further ahead we've got a battle with Red Bull, Intrepid, and also Will and TY have took Intrepid back for the lead of the race. TY is off in front. There's TY, and then there's Will with Intrepid behind. We've got Bidster running very wide there with Red Bull the inside of him. Neil Farmack in 6th, Keith down to 7th now. Then we've got over the jump for Bidster. And we've got Seat 1 at the back with Rodders right at the back. He's struggling in this one because he's got the automatic transmission on, and that is which Rodders does usually run, which is fair enough, but that's fine. If you want to use it you can, but it is hindering him in this one because he can't pick the gear that he wants, and the game puts him in too high of a gear. Oh, Neil and Will hit the wall there. Neil looking to get through. Neil's got past a few cars there. Or truck, should I say. Bidster into third. Oh, he gives Intrepid a massive whack in the side door, and Neil and Will try and go through. Oh my god, the side by side. You can't fit 2 cars side by side through here. Never mind pickup trucks. But wow, Will stuffed into the wall by Neil Farmack there. Bit of a contact situation there. That should mean that Neil has to give up the place to Will, but we'll have to see how it goes. I don't think he's going to give it up that easy, so we'll have to see how this goes. But over the jumps we go, flying over the jumps. At least this car can take the jumps really easy. I mean, the Subaru could. This car, Bids sideways over the jump, flamboyant style from Bids there, and everyone else nice and a bit more neater than Bids through there. As Rodders is out to 7th, so Keith's had trouble, and so Seat 1. Rodders has gone up with the automatic transmission in 7th. Further to the front, TY is extending his lead in the Toyota. The Toyota at the front, Ford second, Ford third, Ford fourth, Ford fifth. Then we got Toyota in sixth. So yes, the two Toyotas not doing well in this one, but again, everyone will swap for the race after. Bidster and Intrepid then close together. The battle for second heating up. Bidster over the jumps and wild over the jumps. You know, Bidster is one of the more wild drivers. He's the reigning champion as well. Won the Group C championship last time out. TY wanting to try and avenge that, and he's in first with a massive lead. And Intrepid holding Bidster back. Intrepid, remember, it's only his first round in GTSport, and he's proven himself at the top. And Neil Farmack, out of my way, Bids. I'm in a rush. I'm in my pickup truck and I'm in a rush. As he goes right down the inside of Intrepid and tries to force a gap down the inside, but can't do it. Oh my word, Neil Farmack is on fire in this car, in this truck. And there's Bids in fourth, and further back got Red Bull. Then we got Will, Keith, Seek and Rodders. Further back, Rodders has gone back to ninth again, so just had a few issues, I think. Further back, further to the front, sorry, Bidster and Neil side by side again, and Intrepid's there as well. Bidster trying to go down the inside of the lot of them. He's on the grass on the inside, over the jumps. As we watch Bidster, Intrepid and Neil into the corner. Into the corner we go. Flick the car over. Everyone in the air at once. Absolutely incredible. Bidster gets the inside for the next left-hander coming up. He might be able to slot the car ahead. Yep! Slots it ahead, slides in front of Intrepid. No, you do not. Door slams shut on your fingers, and off he goes. So now he's got to try and catch TY, and also he's got to watch out for Intrepid. And Neil fighting back, and Neil is fighting. Have that, Intrepid. Take that into the wall. Oh, and Intrepid's fighting back. Says, no, you don't, sunshine. You know, I've got elbows too, and I can use them. Red Bull's approaching now, thinking, I want a piece of this as well. But whoa, what a race this is. Absolutely, yes, there's a bit of shoulder barging, a bit of elbow rubbing, but that's what you expect in sort of rallycross races as we go across the hill down to the little dip, brake down the dip. The truck wants to slide sideways, but you've got to stop it. Bidster runs a bit wide there, that could help Neil out. Trying to catch him up through the left-hander, and Bidster now with Neil right on the back of him. Got to watch out for this. Intrepid's back in fourth. We've got Red Bull fifth. And back here we've got Will in sixth. He's keeping back the rest of the Fords, which is consists of Keith in seventh. Nice blue camo livery on his car, blue and orange. Seek in the in his Raptor for Seek and Destroy Motorsport. And his teammate Neil Farmack is doing the destroying at the front and seeking out Bidster to see if he can get past him, but over the jumps we go, flying in the air. Down to the jump at the bottom. Neil Farmack having a look at Neil down the inside, but Bidster slow. Bidster, I think he's trying to go sideways on purpose over the jump to try and defend from Neil Farmack, to try and stop him from going through, because if you put the truck sideways, it's longer with its length, and when it's sideways, it's the length of the truck that stops you from going past, not necessarily the width of the truck. So but yes, he's trying to do that, and Neil Farmack's right behind him, still keeping in touch. There's Intrepid. He's still not lost these two yet. He's proven a formidable force is Intrepid in this. There's Red Bull. He's gone back off these guys a bit. Then we've got Will, Keith and Seek. So Will's being caught by Keith and Seek here. Seek's trying to pass them all. Rodders further back. The automatic transmission not doing him any favours whatsoever. He's a good, I would say, a good 3 seconds a lap off the pace at the moment. Back to Neil and Bids at the front. It is Neil and Bids in second and third place. Over the line, about to start lap 5. Let's get some replays in of the first half action. Here's the replays of the first half of the race. Okay, here's the first of the replays then. So we're on board with Keith. Watch here the start, revs rising now. Watch Seat 1's truck in front. So we're getting ready for lights out. Here we go, and Seat 1 there, he doesn't move very well. He doesn't react very well, and Keith hits him, and Seat 1 then eventually gets going with a bit of contact. Then we go into the first few corners. You see Intrepid there and Will having a nice little battle there, and then we go through these corners here, and it is all very close. Red Bull goes a bit wide, and then we're going into the next few corners, and it all gets very good. Okay, here's a replay of some of the other action that happened on lap 1. So watch Intrepid, here we go over the jumps. We've got TY coming alongside us here. And then we go into the corner at the bottom, and Intrepid goes quite deep into the corner, brakes very late over the jump, runs really wide. and that's how TY got through for the lead of the race. And then we see Will there, and he's up behind as well, and Intrepid then goes back down to second place. Okay, now here's an onboard from Bidster, so let's have a look at some more action then at the end of lap 1 onto the start of lap 2. So Intrepid there runs very, very wide, and then Will gets alongside him. We've got Neil Farmack closing up and Red Bull as well, so this is about to get tense. As you go into the corner there, Intrepid got a bit of contact with Will. Bidster goes down the inside. We're braking on the inside here. Got to be very careful on the brakes. Intrepid goes through there, but then we get a little nudge from Will, and then we hit Intrepid. And then watch here as we go through the corner. Will then trying to get through, no way through, and there's a massive little tank slapper. Neil comes across on Bidster, which makes him go wide into Will, and then that causes Will to go backwards and Neil to lose a position, and that's what started the fight. And now back to the race. Coming back, Neil and Bid still together. We go across the line with Keith, Will, and Red Bull's going back towards this pack as well. So Keith's having to go at Will here. He's trying to sneak his truck down the inside when you can't really sneak a truck that size down the inside, Keith. So I think a more robust technique's going to work, or just a bit more of a let it off the brakes a bit and just see what you can do. But he's trying. And going across the jump now. There's a little dip here into the dip. Into the corner. Red Bull's going slow here. He's slowing down on the inside. Has he got a penalty or something, or has he just made a mistake? He's gone slow. So Red Bull now under pressure from Will. Will's on the outside of him. You can't see him yet. You'll see him in a moment. There he is. Red Bull goes over the jump and he holds on to 5th place. Little mistake there for Red Bull, I think, but he's got going again. Seat 1 and Keith side by side. Seat 1 on the inside of Keith. Keith's forced out wide, but he's got the inside for the next corner. Keep the elbows out and see if you can keep fighting Keith, but I think Seat 1's got it done. Yes, he has. He's got it done now. But Keith's going to switch back to the inside, but no way through. So Seat 1 with a good move there, and also Red Bull now in trouble with Will right behind him, but still Will not able to find a way past Red Bull as they go up the hill. Keith and Seek through there. Seek a bit wider, but it might be a fast run out the corner for him, which it is. Back to the guys at the front. TY with a big lead now. Fastest lap of the race as well, 1:35.2. Bidster and Neil over the timing line, 1:35.9, 1:35.7. So a bit slower for them. Intrepid on 1:35.7 as well. So they're all averaging the same lap times. Can't quite get too close to each other. These guys are all close though. Seat 1 looking at the inside of his fellow Belgian. They're not teammates, but they are country mates, but not teammates. A little nudge there to Red Bull. There you go. Have that. Wakey, and it goes round the inside. It goes down the side of him. So bit of a push to pass, but it could have been a whole lot worse. As Will loses control, he almost takes Keith with him as he tries to regain control of that Toyota Tundra. Into the corner we go, and Keith's going to look up the inside. Will gives him space, goes wide, but luckily they all survive. Further up front, Bidster and Neil still fighting at it. Bidster sliding his way through the corner. Neil Farmack a bit more of a straighter line than Bids. Into the corner. He's having a look up the inside. He's trying to put the truck up the inside, but no. Bidster holds on to second place still, but he's got a lot of pressure behind him now. And meanwhile, these lot are still at it. Red Bull's in 7th now. He's got passed by Seek and Will. And now Keith might be having a go, but he's not close enough. Red Bull trying to fight back against Will here for his 6th place. But he's trying to keep round the outside of him, and I think he's got it. Has he got round the outside of Will? Has he? Yes. He goes round the outside of Will. Have that. Ford Raptor 1, Toyota 0. But into the next corner. Oh, Seat 1 very, very, very wide there for Seat 1. That could be a game changer, but it's not, because he gets a good run out of the corner anyway. Will trying to sneak himself down the inside of Red Bull again. Can't quite get it done. Over the hill. Back to Bidster and Neil. Neil's still right on the back of Bidster here. Not letting him go at all. And he's trying to go down the inside. Bidster not giving him an inch to do so. TY faster again, 35.0. TY's dialed in this Toyota Tundra. Looks like he's got this one nailed as he goes over the jump there. There he goes. Nicely planted there. Bidster's off into the wall. Bidster's off into the wall. Did he get nudged there by Neil Farmack? He might have done a little bit, but he's hit the wall and he's got going again, but he's okay in second place. He's still okay. He flicks the car into the corner. I think that's more a driving style thing. Flicks the car over the jump. The truck over the jump, should I say, and then into the next corner and sliding the car sideways Intrepid's closing up on these two as well. Intrepid's looking like he's got some pace finally back. He's put in a couple of decent lap times, and Bids and Neil a few different mistakes. Oh, Bids runs very, very wide there. He's gone very wide. He's had some kind of a problem, and Neil Farmack goes through into second place, and Bids is right on the back of him again. And Intrepid, he's had a problem there as well. He's gone down a bit as well, so it all happened there in the blink of an eye, and Bids then back behind Neil Farmack. Meanwhile, further back, Seat 1's pulling away from this mad bunch behind him. Will is in 6th, Red Bull 7th, Keith 8th, and Rodders all the way back in 9th. He's only just coming over the jump. See, hear how low the revs are there. It's just keeping him in 3rd gear. It's not changing him down to 2nd gear, which is what he needs. It's just keeping him in 3rd, and it's not good for him at all. So he needs to try and get used to manual gears if he's going to have any success with these dirt races. But that's easier said than done if you've not done it before. So like a completely new driving experience. But if you can get used to it, it will become very natural in time. Meanwhile, Neil Farmack and Bidster having a nice battle here for 2nd place still. It's been going on all race. Bidster's led most of it, but Neil now is in front, with Bidster doing the chasing and looks up the inside. Neil Farmack sees him coming, gives him a bit of room, but Bidster and Neil alongside each other now, up over the jumps. Oh, Bidster's got the worst of the jumps on the inside, but it's worth it because he gets through. And Neil gives him a little nudge, but he flicks the car. Wow, my word! 90 degrees sideways for Bidster over the jumpers here. I think that was due to the little nudge he received just before he went into the corner, but Neil goes through. Bidster recovers. Oh, epic stuff. As Will and Red Bull are more or less, they look like they were side by side there. Sorry, deceiving camera angle. But yeah, they're side by side. Red Bull over the jump and almost hits Will over the jump, and now he's lost speed. Keith is going to go through on the inside. He's got the overrun. Can he get... Oh, a little tap to Red Bull there. Little tap to Red Bull. Keith, the back of his pickup truck hits Red Bull, but I think Red Bull survived. He's okay. So he's okay for now. Meanwhile, Bidster and Neil will still not leave each other alone. TY's about to start the last lap of the race. These guys are not far off that, just coming around the last few corners now. And Neil Farmack, can he hold on to keep the 2nd place? Can Bidster fight back for the 2nd? Meanwhile, out front, TY, all in control of his race. He could make several mistakes now and still win the race with the gap he's got. Neil Farmack over the line, 1:37.1, 1:37.5 for Bidster. Bit slower that lap since the mistake. And, well, since he got tapped, and Neil goes through there. Intrepid, he's fallen back a bit now. He's in the 39s. He's got no one to follow. He's a few little errors probably as well, but still a good solid 4th for Intrepid so far. And these guys are still not done. 6th, 7th and 8th together, and it's Keith on the inside, Red Bull on the outside. Red Bull should have to concede the place to Keith, and he does, because he's on the outside. And Red Bull gets going. He might get a good run out the corner and get a good run up to the next few corners, but we'll watch TY here through these corners. He's nicely through there. Oh, Bidster and Neil are still at it. So door handle to door handle, and Neil's just holding on. Bidster looked like he had a go there, but he couldn't quite make it stick. This time, get the car into the corner. Bidster gets the power on. Can he go up the inside into this hairpin? He's got to try something. He's into the inside of the hairpin, but Neil's holding it around the outside, carrying the speed that he needs. But Bidster's on the inside. He's not giving up. Side by side now for 2nd place, but no, Neil gets in front. Bidster swaps sides. He's going to try and get a good run out of this corner and up the hill. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, he gets a good run through the corner. And was the contact there? No, he avoids the wall. Even if there was contact, he did avoid the wall, but Bidster's slowing up. He must have thought that he hit him. So Neil Farmack goes through to the 2nd place, but TY wins the race. Well done to TY. He wins the 3rd race here at Colorado Springs, in the 1st one in the pickup trucks. Neil Farmack gets given a gift by Bidster because he thought he'd hit him, but when I think actually there wasn't really any contact, and Neil just avoided the wall, and Bidster gives Neil Farmack a gift of 2nd place. Bidster goes into 3rd. Good battle all race. It's a shame about the ending from the contact point, from the thinking it was contact point of view. Intrepid in 4th, good race for him, very good result. And then we've got Seat 1 bringing it home in 5th place for his team, so good job for Seek and Destroy Motorsport there. And Will and Keith are going to be quite close together as well on the line, but it's going to be Will in 6th, with Keith in 7th, and then it's going to be Red Bull in 8th. And then we've got Rodders, who's going to round off the 9, but he really needs to ditch that automatic transmission for this next race, because that will not be helping him. So, because it's just, look, just listen to it. So low revs, it's just keeping him in gear. You know, if that was me, I'd be changing down a 2nd there and revving the nuts off it to try and get the run up the hill. So, but anyway, Rodders in 9th. So we'll just get the 2nd half of the race replays in for you now. Here's the replays of the 2nd half of the race. Okay, here's a replay of Red Bull then on lap 5 to see how he lost time and he got back in the fight with Will Keep and the rest. So watch it into this corner, goes into this corner here, and plants the car in down a gear, but then the traction control just takes over too much and he ends up sliding the car out and it losing a lot of ground, and then he's right back and in the mix. Okay, here's a replay of the last lap then to look at the possible contact between Neil and Bidster as he's on the inside. Listen. Ah, there is contact. That's why Bidster let him through, because there was a contact sound on the game. Neil didn't hit the wall, but Bidster wanted to be fair, and he lets him go into second. And now straight to the results. Okay, here's the results of that race then. So TY takes victory in that one in the Toyota Tundra. Well done to TY. It's Neil in second place with Bidster just behind him in third after their little battle at the end. Fourth for Intrepid. Then it's fifth for Seek 1. Will finishes in sixth in his Tundra. Then it's Keith in seventh. Red Bull is eighth. And Rodder's at the back in ninth, struggling with that automatic transmission. And then it's TY with the fastest lap, a 1:35.0. And as we come back from the results then, there is your winner, TY, in the Toyota Tundra there for the Rebellion Motorsport team. Well done, TY. Good race for him, and his teammate didn't do too bad either. Sixth place for Will. So a good result then for that team. TY is the winner, and we will see you guys next time for race 4, which will be again round here in the pickup trucks, and we will all be in the opposite of what we've raced in this one. We'll see you then for that, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching another race by LPB Racing. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And next time it's going to be race 4 from Colorado Springs Reverse, again in pickup trucks.